are going to study one of the important topic, and from these topics questions have appeared in the previous year examinations of NDA. So this topic is going to be much important. In this topic we will study about the shape of the earth and what is the effect of shape of the earth, and we will also study about the equinox. We will also study about the solstice and still many more concepts. What are the changes occurs due to the shape of the earth, everything will be studied. And guys, we have started a new series called Pathfinder series, in which I will be taking all the topics from geography, polity and history. Only the important topics will be taken after the analysis of previous 14 years question paper. Whatever has come in the previous 14 years question paper, accordingly I'll select those topics only, so that if you study those topics, questions will directly appear in the exam and you will be able to attempt most of the questions rightly. So if you are new to the channel, please subscribe the channel, and you can suggest to your friends whoever is preparing for NDA 2 2021. So stay tuned in this video till the end, so that you will learn more and more about the shape of the earth. So in this we will study about the effect of shape of the earth. So here I'll tell you only the important points, but here in this book lot of things are there, but you need to remember only the important points which I'll tell you. The earth is an oblate spheroid, a sphere flattened along the axis and pole to pole, such as there is a bulge around the equator. Earth bulge at the equator and flatten at the poles. This you need to remember, that our earth at the equator it is bulge. मतलब इक्वेटर तर जैसे कि ये वाला अर्थ है, तो जहाँ जहाँ पे इक्वेटर है वहाँ पे एक तरह से बल्जी पार्ट है, बट इट इज फ्लैटेंड एट द पोल. पोल जहाँ जहाँ पे है, पोल मीन्स दिस साउथ पोल एंड नॉर्थ पोल, एट दी both the places it is flattened. So you need to remember this point. In this case, this point is very much important. Earth is bulged at the equator and flattened at the pole, because from this chances are there that question can come. The shape of the earth is called geoid. This is again important. If they ask you that what is the shape of the earth, circular, geoid, like that, there may be options. In that you need to remember that shape of the earth is geoid. At equator our weight will be less, and at the pole our weight will be more. Geodesy is a branch of science which deals with measuring the earth's size and shape. Up here we are talking about this is also a kind of physics concept, that where our weight will be more, where our weight will be maximum at equator or at the pole. So you would have studied in the chapter gravitation that the value of G increases as we go from equator to pole. मतलब वैल्यू ऑफ जी इक्वेटर पर लेस होता है कंपेयरिंग टू वैल्यू ऑफ जी एट पोल. मतलब इफ़ यू गो फ्रॉम इक्वेटर टू पोल, देन वैल्यू ऑफ जी विल इंक्रीज. सो you know the formula of weight is equal to mg. So in case of equator, at equator our weight will be less. Our weight will be less. How? Because the value of g will be less at equator. So if g is less, then weight also will be less, because weight is directly proportional to g. And again, if you see the value of weight at the poles, you know that at the poles value of g is more. So if value of g is more, then weight is equal to mg. So if g is more, then automatically weight also will be more, because this weight and g is directly proportional. So you need to remember that if question comes, g value of g is maximum at which of the following place: at the equator, at the pole, at the surface, or they may give another option. So you need to tick at the pole value of g is maximum. So what are the important points in this case? They may ask about earth. This is important point. Then the shape of the earth, geoid shape, and another important thing is the weight is less at equator and more at pole. Now we will study about equinox. What is equinox? Equinox, this is again one of the important topic, as now this at least one question will be asked from equinox or solstice. Equinox, these are the days when day and nights are equal. कभी कभी जब आप ऑब्जर्व करते हैं कि दिन कभी कभी बड़ा होता है, कभी कभी रात बड़ा होता है, कभी कभी दोनों बराबर होते हैं, तो इट इज़ ओनली बिकॉज ऑफ द मूवमेंट ऑफ द अर्थ. So here in this case equinox means these are the days when days and night are equal. Under this situation sun is vertically overhead at the equator. मतलब if this is the earth and this is our equator, this is tropic of Cancer, this is tropic of Capricorn. Sun if it is vertically on the top of the equator, sun always moves between tropic of Cancer and tropic of Capricorn. So when sun comes at the top, vertically at the top of the equator, then those days day and nights are equal. So in this case on 21st March and 23rd September, these two dates are very much important. ये दोनों डेट जो आपके स्क्रीन पे आ रहा है 21 मार्च और 23 सितंबर, these two dates are much important because on these two dates equinox occur. If they ask in question on which day equinox occur or when day and nights are equal, then you need to tick this 21st March and 23rd September. They may give some other option also. And this 21st March wala is called vernal equinox and 23rd September wala is called autumnal equinox. So this is also important thing. So 21st March is called vernal equinox and 23rd September is called autumnal equinox. So this you have understood about the equinox part which I told you. So this is very much important, the dates, mainly the dates and why the equinox occur, because sun is vertically overhead at the equator, not at the tropic of Cancer and not at the tropic of Capricorn. So if question comes why equinox occur, sun is option number 1, sun is at overhead equator, sun is overhead tropic of Cancer, sun is overhead tropic of Capricorn, sun is overhead Antarctic circle. Then you need to tick in that case sun is overhead at the equator. This is again very much important. I'll tell you only the important things, so you need to remember only those. See here lot of data are given about this earth. It is given about age of the earth, it is given about the circumference. This is of not important, so you don't remember about these things. See now you need to remember about these points. The last 4 point which is given, I have put it in a rectangular box. If they ask you lowest elevation on the land, then you need to tick Dead Sea, and deepest point in entire earth, in an entire world, then that is Western Pacific Ocean Trench, and this trench name is called Mariana Trench, which is located in Western Pacific Ocean. Mariana Trench, again you need to remember this. If they ask you the deepest point on the earth's surface, then it is called Mariana Trench. See here Mariana is written and it is called trench. Trench means the deepest point. And if the question come highest recorded temperature where it has occurred, then in that case you need to tick the Death Valley, which is in California. The temperature has occurred around 134 degree Fahrenheit, and lowest temperature has been observed in Vostok. Vostok is the place in Antarctica in which Russia does a lot of research in Antarctica. So if they ask you Vostok is a territory of which of the following country, then in that case you need to tick that Vostok is a territory of Russia. And another thing is that Vostok is a research station. And what are the research station India has? India has got a research station like Maitri, Dakshin Gangotri. These two are the research station of India in Antarctica. Same way, this Vostok is the research station of Russia, where the lowest temperature has been recorded -89.2 degrees Celsius. This is again very much important. Now you have learned about equinox and important facts about the deepest point in ocean, highest temperature and lowest temperature. Now we will study about the solstice. अब solstice में solstice is also of two types. One is summer solstice and another one will be winter solstice. Now we will study about summer solstice. After the March equinox, I told you that equinox occurs on 2 days. First one is 21st March, then second one is 23rd September. So after this 21st March wala equinox, next thing occurs as summer solstice, then occurs second equinox, then occurs winter solstice. That means, if you remember in series, first one is 21st March, then it is 21st June, then it is 23rd September, then it will be the winter solstice days. So it always occurs in whole year, it keeps on occurring as sun rotates this solstice and equinox keeps on occurring every year. So यहाँ पर समर सोल्स्टाइस क्या होता है? आफ्टर द मार्च इक्विनेक्स सन अपीयर्स टू मूव नॉर्थवर्ड एंड वर्टिकली ओवर इट एट द ट्रॉपिक ऑफ कैंसर ऑन 21st of June. In equinox, you learned that sun is vertically overhead at the equator, but in summer solstice, sun is vertically overhead at the Tropic of Cancer, and the date is 21st June. 21st June has just passed, and 21st June is important for one of the more important thing, that is International Day of Yoga. So this question can also come, that when is International Day of Yoga is celebrated, then in that case you need to tick 21st of June. And this 21st of June in North Hemisphere we will have the longest day and shortest night, but in South Hemisphere we will have shortest day and longest night. India lies in the North Hemisphere, so if the question comes which is the longest day in India, so in that case you need to tick that 21st June is considered as the longest day and shortest night in India, because it lies in the northern hemisphere, and the country which are lying in the southern hemisphere, in that case 21st June will be shortest day and longest night. And why this summer solstice occur? Because sun is vertically overhead at the Tropic of Cancer, not Tropic of Capricorn, or not at the equator. So this is again very much important thing. Now here are some important facts. You can take the screenshot of these facts. Just now I told you, so you can take the screenshot. Same thing is written here also. Longest day in the northern hemisphere is 21st of June. Just now I tell you why it is, because in this day sun is vertically overhead at the Tropic of Cancer, and shortest day in North Hemisphere is 22nd of September. This I'll tell you now, because this occurs due to the winter solstice. We will study now. Equal day and night occurs on 21st March and 23rd September. This is again very much, whatever points are given here, these are all very much important, so you need to be sure about this. And longest day in southern hemisphere is 22nd of September. This we will study in winter solstice hereafter. And shortest day in south hemisphere is 21st on June, because 21st of June is greatest day in the north hemisphere, so the same date will be shortest day in south hemisphere as 21st of June. Next point is equal day and night in the south hemisphere, 21st March and 23rd September. This occurs due to the equinox. What is equinox? Equinox means equal day and equal night due to sun is vertically overhead at the equator. Next thing, just now you learned about summer solstice, but now we will learn about winter solstice. Winter solstice on 22nd of December, sun is vertically overhead at the Tropic of Capricorn. You know that this is our earth and this is the equator. This is Tropic of Cancer, this is Tropic of Capricorn. So when sun is vertically overhead at the equator, then in that case equinox will occur. But when sun is vertically overhead at the Tropic of Cancer, then in that case what will occur? In that case summer solstice will occur. But when sun is vertically overhead at the Tropic of Capricorn, this is Tropic of Cancer, this is Tropic of Capricorn, this is equator. So when sun is vertically overhead at the Tropic of Capricorn, then in that case winter solstice will occur. And what is the date when winter solstice occur? That date is 22nd of September. Here sun is overhead at the Tropic of Capricorn. You should remember one more thing, that if this is our earth surface and this is equator, this is tropic of Cancer, this is tropic of Capricorn, this is Arctic circle, this is Antarctic circle, equator, tropic of Cancer, tropic of Capricorn. So sun always moves between tropic of Cancer and tropic of Capricorn. Sun movement always takes place between these two only, between tropic of Cancer and tropic of Capricorn. This is again one important point. If question comes, sun moves between which two lines, tropic of Cancer, tropic of Capricorn, this will be your first option. Second option will be Arctic circle and equator. Third option will be Antarctic circle and equator, and fourth option will be Arctic circle and Antarctic circle. Then in that case you need to take tropic of Cancer and tropic of Capricorn. This you would have learned in your class 8th standard geography, but still to revise I have just told you. Now studying more about the winter solstice, what happens during this winter solstice. In this winter solstice, when southern hemisphere will have the longest day and shortest night, but in summer solstice you learned that in north hemisphere it was having longest day. Similarly in winter solstice, in southern hemisphere it will have the longest day and shortest night. So if you want to remember, both are opposite of each other. That is, first one is 21st of June, second is 22 of September. So in this case longest day in north hemisphere, but in this case longest day in south hemisphere will occur. And if longest day is occurring, then automatically shortest night will appear in the north hemisphere and longest night will appear in southern hemisphere. Now we will study about the movement of the earth. I think till now you would have understood about the equinox, solstice, about its dates, about the when it occurs, what is the reason for occurring. But now you will study about the movement of the earth. Earth movement is of two types. There are two types of movement of the earth. Today we will study about the rotation and revolution of the earth. What are the causes of rotation and revolution? So earth movement is of two types. Earth moves in a space in two distinct ways, rotation and revolution. It rotates on its axis from west to east. This is again very much important, and this is also important. From west to east, once in every 24 hours it causes day and night. Second point, it revolves around the sun in an orbit once in every 365 days. It causes season in 1 year. So first point is talking about the rotation of the earth, and second point is talking about the revolution of the earth. Just now I told you that earth has got two movement. First movement is called rotation and second movement is called revolution. So the first point which is written here, it is due to the rotation. What is rotation? Rotation means earth rotates on its own axis. Earth rotates on its own axis from west to east. This is again very much important point, and from these questions are highly expected in upcoming examinations. That question will come, earth rotates from option number A, east to west, option number B, west to east, option number C, north to south, option number D, south to north. Then in that case you need to tick west to east. This is very much important. And earth rotates on its own axis in 24 hours. This everyone knows, and because of this only day and night are being caused. So if they ask why day and night are being caused, so it is due to the rotation of the earth that day and night are being caused. Second moment is called revolution of the earth. Revolution of the earth means it revolves around the sun in an orbit once in every 365 1/4 days. It causes season change every year. So earth is rotating around the sun, that is called revolution. Earth is revolving around the sun, so it is called revolution, and earth is rotating on its own axis, that is called rotation. So if earth is revolving around the sun once in every 365 days. And why it is revolving? Because with this only season change is being caused. Season means now it is the season of summer season, so after that rainy season will come, after that winter season will come, spring season will come. So this season change is happening due to the revolution of the earth. So one more question will come, that with revolution of the earth what changes occur? Day and night, season change. Then in that case you need to take season change occurs due to revolution of the earth around the sun. Rotation occurs in its own axis, but revolution occurs around the sun in an fixed orbit. All of you have understood about earth movement, but now we will study about earth movement in detail. So first thing is rotation of the earth. In rotation of the earth spins on its own axis from west to east. Just now I told you, in 23 hours 56 minutes 40.91 seconds, means approximately 24 hours. You need to remember that approximately sun spins on its own axis, that is sun rotates on its own axis from west to east, and it takes 24 hours for its rotation. And the rotational speed at equator it is maximum and decreases towards the pole. In this case you don't need to remember the data, this is of not that much important. Important is that rotation speed of sun is maximum at the equator, and if we go towards the pole from equator, then speed of the earth will decrease from equator to pole. This is again very much important point. Only the important points I'll tell you. This data is of not that important. And day and night occur due to rotation of the earth. Just now you studied. Now we will study about how the equinox occur with a detailed diagram. Just now you studied about equinox, you studied about summer solstice, you studied about the winter solstice, you studied about vernal equinox, autumnal equinox. So we will study with diagram. So let us take, this is our sun and this is our earth, and it is rotating around the sun. See, it is rotating. One position is at this place, then next position at this place, next position at this place, next position at this place. So in this case earth is 23.5 degree tilted. So in this case now this sun is vertically at the top, at the equator. See, sun is here and earth is tilted here. This is the axis of the earth. So earth is tilted like this. So sun is directly on the equator. Sun is vertically on the equator. So this is the date of 23rd September and this is the date of 21st March. So on 23rd September and 21st March, day and nights are equal. This is called vernal and autumnal equinox. This is called vernal equinox, this is called autumnal equinox. See, in this case also sun is vertically overhead the equator. This is the equator and sun is coming vertically overhead, and here also equator is there. So sun is again vertically overhead at the equator. Just now you studied that if sun is vertically overhead at the equator, then day and night will be equal. That day and night equal is called equinox, and the dates are 21st of March and 23rd of September. I think all of you have understood about equinox. So if earth is rotating, then from here it changes its position to this place after 4 months. Here it is March, then here it comes to June. Sorry, from this March to this June. So when sun is rotating from 21st March to 21st of June, then in this case, see, now earth has come here. If earth has come here, then sun is vertically overhead at the Tropic of Cancer. This is Tropic of Cancer, and sun is directly coming to Tropic of Cancer. You see, Tropic of Capricorn is coming down, but sun is vertically coming to the Tropic of Cancer only. So in this case, in northern hemisphere it will have the longest day. Why in northern hemisphere it will have longest day? Because sun is coming vertically overhead at the tropic of Cancer, and this tropic of Cancer is found in the north hemisphere. So in the north hemisphere it will have longest day. So if it is having longest day in north hemisphere, it will have shortest night in south hemisphere, and that day is 21st June, International Day of Yoga Day. So now sun has come to, earth has come to this point. After earth has come to this point, after 4 months it will reach this point. This point is September. So in the date of September 23rd, September equinox will occur, because sun is vertically overhead at the equator. This is equator and sun is coming directly to the equator. So in this case equinox will occur. This is called autumnal equinox. And after this earth will move to winter solstice place on 22nd of September, when sun will be vertically overhead at the tropic of Capricorn. This is sun and it is coming directly overhead at the tropic of Capricorn. This is equator, and below equator in southern hemisphere it is tropic of Capricorn. So if sun is coming directly to the tropic of Capricorn, then in this case your winter solstice will occur. Here it was summer solstice, here it was winter solstice, and the date will be 22nd of December. In this date, in southern hemisphere it will have longest day, and in northern hemisphere it will have shortest day. All of you have understood about this solstice and equinox, the movement of sun along the axis of this, the movement of earth along the axis of sun, that equinox and solstice are occurring. This is very very much important. Please keep this diagram in your mind. Once again I'll revise you. First, sun, earth moves from west to east. As it is moving from west to east, this is the movement I have marked out. After that, first 21st March happens, when sun is vertically overhead at the equator. Then it is vertically overhead at the tropic of Cancer. Then again equinox occur, that is autumnal equinox. Then again it is sun is vertically overhead at the tropic of Capricorn. Here 21st June, here 22nd September, and 21st March and 23rd September is equal day and night. But these 2 days are northern and southern hemisphere greatest day and shortest night. So this diagram is very much important. All of you have understood about it. Now we will study about important points due to the movement of the earth around the sun. The rotation of the earth has following implication. Means the rotation of the earth causes the following things. What are the things which are being caused? Firstly, the day and nights are being caused. Day and night is being caused. अगर अर्थ पहले साउथ हेमिस्फीयर में रहेगा, मतलब सन अगर पहले साउथ हेमिस्फीयर में रहेगा तो नॉर्थ हेमिस्फीयर में रात छोटी बड़ी होगी. वही सन अगर जो नॉर्थ हेमिस्फीयर में रहेगा तो साउथ हेमिस्फीयर में रात बड़ी होगी. मतलब डे एंड नाइट्स आर बीइंग कॉज्ड ड्यू टू दी रोटेशन ऑफ द अर्थ एज आई एक्सप्लेन्ड अकॉर्डिंग टू द डायग्राम अर्लियर, and change in the direction of wind and ocean currents. This is again important. Rise and fall of tides again occur due to the rotation of the earth. A difference of 1 hour time between two meridian which is 15 degree apart. So if question comes, rise and fall of tides occur due to which of the following? Rotation of the earth, revolution of the earth. Then in that case you need to tick due to the rotation of the earth, rise and fall of tides occur in our earth's surface. And what occurs due to the rotation of the earth? What else occur? Direction of change in winds and ocean current also occur due to the rotation of the earth only. And causing of day and night also occur due to the rotation of the earth only. Difference of 1 hour between two meridian is 15 degree apart. This also occurs due to the rotation of the earth only. So these 4 points are very much important for your NDA examination, because any one question will directly come in the exam. Either it can come causing of day and night, or it can come about the direction of the wind and ocean current, or it can come about rise and fall of tide, or it can come about this difference of 1 degree. Now all of you have understood about the rotation of the earth. Now we will move on to the revolution of the earth. What are the changes are being caused due to revolution of the earth? So in this case, firstly you need to remember how many days it takes to revolve around the sun. Revolution of earth around the sun. It is the earth motion in elliptical orbit around the sun. It takes 365 days, 5 hours 48 minutes and 5.51 seconds. Just you need to remember that it takes around 365 days. Just this is enough. You don't need to remember these data and all. Just it takes about 365 days, and this 5 hours, if it happens for 4 years, then 5 4 it becomes 20. So the fourth year is considered as 366 days. That is called leap year. So this is the funda of this 5 hours extra. So earth is revolving in the orbit of sun in an elliptical orbit. Elliptical means in form of ellipse. You would have understood, you would have studied in the max about the ellipse in the conic section chapter, that what is ellipse. So this is the orbit. For example, this is the sun, then earth rotates in its elliptical orbit around the sun. For example, earth will be here, earth will be here, earth after some day earth will come here, earth it will come here. So this is called the revolution of the earth. And due to the revolution of the earth, what are the things are happening? Firstly, change in season occurs. After that, what happens? Variation in the length of day and night at different time in the year occur. This means they are talking about variation in length of day and night, means solstice and the equinox occur. In short, if I say you, this equinox and solstice occur due to what? Equinox and solstice occur due to the revolution of the earth around the sun, and change in season also occur due to the revolution of the earth around the sun. And shifting of wind belt also occurs due to the revolution of the earth. So these 3 points you have to keep in your mind, because anyone will come in the upcoming examinations of NDA 2021. Next thing is, below the figure shows the earth's revolution and effect of season variation of length. So here now we will move over to the next thing. So here how the season occur. So we will study about the season at the last. This occurrence of season is due to the rotation of the earth around the sun. So season, these are the season. These are the period into which year can be divided as a result of climatic condition, mainly the change in the intensity of solar radiation. This is similar to whatever I told you in equinox and solstice, that due to the revolution of the earth, season occurrence take place. How this season occurrence take place? Firstly, it is spring season, then after some days when the time passes, then it comes to summer season, then autumn season, then winter season. Then just now I told you about the important dates. Same thing is mentioned here, same thing is written here also. 21st March, 21st June, 23rd September, 22nd of December. When sun is directly overhead at the equator, then in that case spring season starts to come. The date is 21st of March. And when sun is directly overhead at the Tropic of Cancer, then that day, longest day in the north hemisphere occurs. Then the date is 21st of June. And when sun is directly overhead at the Tropic of Capricorn, then on that day, date is 22nd of December, and sun is directly overhead at the Tropic of Capricorn. Shortest day in the north hemisphere and longest day in the south hemisphere. Then autumn season occurs when autumnal equinox occur on 23rd of September, equal day and night. Sun is directly overhead at the equator. So till now I think all of you have understood about the equinox, all of you have understood about the solstice, about the revolution and rotation of the earth in detail. And the topic which I told you, from this at least 2 to 3 questions your short will come in the examination. So you can also take the screenshot of video by pausing the video in the middle. So once again I thank you for tuning till the end, but at last I need to tell you that we will continue this Pathfinder series unless we finish the Pathfinder. So we will complete entire Pathfinder till NDA 2 2021. So if you have not subscribed the channel, you subscribe and suggest this to your friends so that they can get the maximum benefit out of it. So thank you. Jai Hind.